Gacha games. Ever heard of them? No? Ever heard of gambling? If you're out of the loop, then here's a crash course. In the 1960s, Japan introduced the Gachapon capsule machine, the original gacha game. You've probably used one of these before, begged your mom for some quarters so you can get that sticky hand thing. Then, decades later, when smartphones came around, game developers began experimenting with making that sweet gacha money in mobile games. The games became free to play, but with a gacha mechanic that could be rolled if you spent real money. A lot of the items in-game can typically only be earned if you use this mechanic. Now you might be thinking, who would be dumb enough to fall for that? It's clearly just gambling with extra steps. You don't even... It's me. I'm the dumb guy. Also, millions of other people. Long story short, gacha games are incredibly popular, with millions of active players. They're also very controversial, due to the whole gambling thing. And that brings us back to that very dumb guy. Me. Welcome to my strange addiction. Fate Grand Order. Yeah, I know. Don't laugh, you bastards. Because I'm a white male 20-something who currently lives in Japan, we can deduce, using MLA sources, that I had a weeb phase. And one of my favorite anime during that time was a series called Fate. In 2018, I discovered that they had released an English version of their incredibly popular Japanese mobile game, Fate Grand Order. Now, in 2018, I was pretty much over my weeb phase, but not quite. And I didn't really know much about the gacha business model and how the game worked and why it was so addicting, and yeah, you can see where this is going. I started playing the game like every day. No, literally like every day. Like way too much. But I should come clean. I don't actually have 1500 days on FGO. 1532, actually. Gotcha. Get it? Gotcha. I tricked you. I gotcha. Gotcha doesn't actually mean that in Japanese. It's just a coincidence that the English meaning fits. The actual meaning comes from the sound that the gacha capsule machine makes. Please laugh. Now, admittedly, there have been days where I barely played at all, just a quick login to keep my streak. But I started playing in March of 2018, and in that time, I've only missed like 3 or 4 days. So I think I'm qualified to talk about the gacha. Oh god, I know my parents are probably watching this with both eyebrows fully raised, going, where did we go wrong? 1500 days on a gacha game? And he's a weeb? No wonder he doesn't have a girlfriend. Hey!
So, not only are you ugly, but you have the personality of Oscar the Grouch. You're on your 3rd strike.
Did I mention I play FGO? But rest assured, I have not been suckered into the gambling aspect of this game. I've always had a pretty clear understanding that this gacha or loot boxes or anything like that is literally gambling. I've found that one of the biggest reasons I've stuck with FGO for so long is because it's pretty easy to earn the in-game currency when you play every day. Also, I like this story. Okay, fuck you. Now, I know a lot of people watching this would just laugh at me for being a stupid weeb. I mean, I know I would. But please contain your laughter. Firstly, because I'm talking about something that I almost never talk about with anyone, so I'm being brave, alright? Be nice to me. And secondly, I know for a fact that a majority of you watching this have already participated in gacha gaming. There's a strong chance that you have purchased some of these. Trading cards. For my age group, it was Pokemon cards. For my parents, it was baseball or football, but my point still stands. If you have purchased trading cards, you have participated in gacha gaming. If you've used a capsule machine or played a crane game, same deal. Gacha is not a new tactic. But I don't think you or I should feel embarrassed, because there's a reason why it's such an effective strategy. It's fun. When you get that rare card or pull that character you really wanted, it's exhilarating. And when you give me a free-to-play phone game from a franchise I love, with exclusive timed events where I can roll for my favorite characters, all the fixins of a disaster right there. A fun one, though. Now, despite saying all of that, I still feel embarrassed when I talk about my FGO addiction. Why? Well, it's honestly because I think this whole gacha thing is a scam, dude. For one, the odds of success when you gamble on these games are literally abysmal. FGO literally has a 0.7% chance for rolling a 5-star rare character. That's stupid. I have a better chance of beating up Aaron Donald than pulling a 5-star. But wait, there's more, because the actual cost of rolling the gacha is shocking. In order to have enough in-game currency to have a semi-decent chance at getting the character you want, you're looking at dropping $80.
That's like 80 junior cheeseburgers or 1.3 bags of goldfish. Delicious and expensive bastards.
Many of the most hardcore fans of these games will spend, I kid you not, thousands of dollars for a chance to get what they want. But personally, I'm not here to gawk at the weebs and laugh at them, because firstly I'd be laughing at myself, but also because they're spending money on something they enjoy. As long as you have a clear understanding that it's actual gambling, and you do so responsibly, I don't think we should clown on the people who enjoy it. I guarantee there are people who will watch this video who spend the exact same, if not more, on cars, booze, actual gambling, beauty products, signed DVD copies of Alfred Hedgehog. There's a fine line between using these games for recreation and just straight up hardcore gambling, but as long as that line's not crossed, who am I to judge? No, seriously, who am I to judge? I have 1,500 days in one of these games. We all have vices and things that we spend way too much money on, and I think that's okay. There's a scorching hot take for you. But clearly Japan was onto something, because that business model works. FGO makes bank. Like, look at this shit. $1.2 billion in 2018 and 2019. By 2021 it reached a total of $5.4 billion in revenue, and it's somehow only the 7th highest grossing mobile game. God, I picked the wrong industry, dude. I should have gone into mobile games. I could totally come up with an awesome gacha game. All I need is some anime titties. But after 1,500 days of playing this game, I can't help but feel kinda mixed. I've spent way too much time on this game, and I also think that the gacha mechanic is, in all honesty, pretty predatory. But despite that, I still enjoy playing it. It's still fun. Even if these days I've lost all the free time I had to just sit down and play games. Damn, dude, I bought Pokemon Arceus like 3 months ago, and that shit's still in the box. Fuck, dude, I don't want to be an adult anymore. I just want to play games. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts and experiences on this. Are you a gacha gamer addict like me, or do you think I'm a massive knob? Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.